Boom shakalaka, if you don't heed the advice of this chart right here, you will definitely regret it. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at why not following the advice of this chart right here could be one of the biggest mistakes you could ever make, plus some of the best charts in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and the one catalyst that could send Bitcoin price outside of where you think it could go right now. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push the like button, let's get to 1,000 likes. Now, today, fear still hovering around 11, and I got a feeling we're just going to stay into this territory until something happens. We'll be talking about exactly what that is towards the end of this episode. The overall market today, just about sideways. Bitcoin at 19,582, Ethereum at 1067, BNB at 222, Cardano at 45 cents, XRP 31 cents, Solana $33, and Dogecoin 6 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, they would be Leo Token, Scoin, API3, OKB, and Seek Smart VR. And if you want to check this out for yourself, there is a free 1-week trial, and they also have a 30% off sale going on for the next week. I should remind you that this is the time of the year that Token Metrics has historically picked out Matic, aka Polygon, and also Helium based on their code reviews, which is when you buy the amazing cryptos and then sell them when the price goes up later on. You get access to that with a membership, so check out the link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today hovering right around previous all-time highs, $20,000, in between the 200-week moving average in yellow and the 280-week moving average in green. This is fear territory because if the price goes down much further, it could fall a lot. But this is a heavily traded area between $17,000 and $20,000, so we may in fact see the price going sideways for a little bit of time. But if we take a look aside from just the charts, we take a look at the current sentiment. The number of social media posts mentioning Bitcoin going to zero has exploded. Blood is in the streets, as they say. This is a tweet from Alessio Rastani, and he's saying, guess what? Everybody right now saying the price is going to zero, and the markets love to disappoint the most people possible. We can see this here. Bitcoin will go to zero. Bitcoin buy price $5,000. When it hits zero, I will buy them all. Everybody's just like, it's going to nothing. And if you are still in the markets, if you still do have cryptocurrency, pat yourself on the back because you are surviving through the largest bear market we have ever experienced in Bitcoin's history. Okay, this was one that will be remembered for the generations. We can see the area under the curve right here, 1.026. Back in 2018, it was 0.893, and back in 2014, 2015, it was 0.952. So this is by far the worst bear market in history based on area under the curve. Now, this Glassnode chart says that the Bitcoin drawdown from all-time high has reached 73.3% compared with previous bear market lows between 75 and 84%. The duration of this bear market is 435 days from the April 2021 high and 227 days from the November 2021 high. This firmly places the current bear within historical bear norms. Where we are, both the drawdown and the length are both basically normal. This could be it. We may not be seeing more. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the Bitcoin Mayor multiple, currently sitting at 0.5, meaning that the price is at a 50% discount from the 200-day moving average. Now, to get this, Bitcoin prices have only closed at a Mayor multiple value of 0.5 or lower on 3% of all trading days. Literally, buying Bitcoin now or hodling Bitcoin now is better than 97% of days buying Bitcoin. And if we take a look here, the net unrealized profit and loss position of short-term holders has reached levels that historically marked Bitcoin macro bottoms, as we can see here back in this green area, suggesting that we could have a bottom. This chart right here, the 137 EMA and 730-day EMA crosses, when these have happened historically, they happen pretty much on the exact bottoms. Back in 2015, it was 3 days after. Back in 2018, it was 1 day after. And guess what? It just crossed about 2 weeks ago on June 18th, suggesting that that could be a bottom. Not only that, but this chart here, when we take a look at the 1 year hodl waves, whenever there's an inflection in the price, basically going from down to up or up to down, that indicates a breaking from a bull market to a bear market or a bear market to a bull market. Well, we just had another inflection happening, suggesting that we could have a turning point from a bear market to a bull market, with the exception of this chart here, because we do want to make sure we take in all data points so we can really see what's going on. If we take a look at the Pi Cycle Bottom Indicator, which is a great chart created by the Real Plan C, based off of the Pi Cycle Top Indicator, but it has a couple different data points. Is the 471-day SMA times 0.745 and the 150-day EMA. When these cross, okay, historically they cross pretty much on the days of the bottoms. It has not yet crossed. This indicator suggesting the bottom has not happened. And as of today, it seems like July 9th, 1 week from now, would be the bottom. So this one, everything else suggesting, hey, bottom is pretty close to already in or may already be in. This one's saying, hey, you may just want to wait for it. When we take a look, though, we have to see what smart money is doing. And if we take a look at Bitcoin whales right now, we can see that they are accumulating since April of 2022. So for the past 2 months, they have been accumulating Bitcoin. Whales typically go through accumulation distribution cycles, often aligned with Bitcoin market structure. These entities are also adding to their balance aggressively, acquiring 140,000 Bitcoin per month directly from exchanges. So whales now own 8.69 million Bitcoin, or almost half of the supply, 45.6% of the supply owned by whales that they buy up when the paper hands sell because they're scared. Which brings us to this chart right here, which I think is probably the most important perspective gaining chart that you could see for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. This is from TA analyst Aurelian Ohayon, and he says, in the stock market, since 1877, only 4 years have had a first half as bad as the current one. We can see that down here, this red line showing the negative first half. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 other times that happened. This was 1877, 1932, 1962, 1970, and now 2022. Guess what? All of them had a positive second semester. Conclude, Bitcoin is highly correlated to the stock market. The second half will be bullish. If we take a look at this, 1877 had a very negative first half. Guess what? Second half was positive. 1932, very negative first half, second half positive. 1962, same thing, negative first half, positive second half. So every time we have had something as negative as this in pretty much the entire history of SPX, well, guess what? We have a positive second half. It happened for the stock market because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are so correlated nowadays. It will likely happen for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as well. And the one catalyst that could potentially send Bitcoin and with it cryptocurrencies would be this, the Grayscale investment lawsuit against the SEC. This was just started a day or so ago, and basically Grayscale is suing the SEC because they feel that the SEC is not treating their spot Bitcoin ETF appropriately. And if they win this, if they overturn the judgment against the spot Bitcoin ETF, that's tons of money that could start flowing into Bitcoin and then potentially also other cryptocurrencies as well. And that, like flipping a light switch, could change the entire narrative for Bitcoin from one where everybody says that Bitcoin's going to zero to all of a sudden Bitcoin is going back to $1 million. So that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love ya. Peace.